How the president is just going to try to go through with this, and what can you do to stop it? Take him to court, I guess.
It's unfortunate, but not surprising that on day one, the president decided to trample over the Constitution, attack American citizens, attack children, attack a bedrock principle of our country. And we have a rule of law in America, and the court is where we will see the president to hold him accountable and make sure he complies with the Constitution. So we expect to stop this executive order before it is ever implemented. We're seeking an injunction in court, and we are also seeking a national injunction so that it never sees the light of day and is never implemented and never harms any child in America.
Who may not be acutely aware of rights if you're born in this country. Enlighten folks at home. What does the Constitution say if you're born in this country?
The 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution, passed in 1868, says that all persons born or naturalized in the United States of America are citizens of the United States and enjoy all the rights and privileges thereof. And so if you are born in this country on American soil, regardless of the citizenship or the status of your parents, you're an American citizen. That has been the law of this nation based on our founding document, the U.S. Constitution, for decades, reaffirmed in the U.S. Supreme Court by a case that came out of San Francisco, Wong Kim Ark, over 125 years ago, reaffirmed. The U.S. Supreme Court has interpreted it the way the language clearly states in the Citizenship Clause of the 14th Amendment. No court and this country has never interpreted the Birthright Citizenship Clause to mean what the president seeks it to mean and what he's trying to do. So unfortunately, on day one, he's violating the Constitution. He made a promise to end birthright citizenship, and we made a promise to take him to court when he breaks the law, including the U.S. Constitution. What he's doing is un-American, and we're going to stop him.
And Mr. Attorney General, we just heard from Evan Perez and Priscilla Alvarez reporting on some of these other stories on the immigration front. And one of the things that Evan Perez was just talking about a few moments ago is that there is this warning coming from the Justice Department aimed at elected officials around the country that there may be consequences if you do not aid the Trump administration in these expected mass deportation raids that are set to come in any day now. What's your response to all of that if the Justice Department or the Trump administration threatens you?
Unfortunately, again, very expected, no surprise, another scare tactic from the federal administration. We are very well aware of what the law requires us to do and what it permits us to do. We have strong states' rights under the 10th Amendment of the United States Constitution. This issue is adjudicated already. The Trump administration tried to condition grants on California sanctuary jurisdictions revoking their status, and they were stopped by a court because they can't do that. We know that we don't have to participate in immigration enforcement activities, and certainly the federal government may if they act lawfully, and we will not interfere or get in the way if they are acting lawfully in their duties. But they cannot commandeer or conscript or force cities or states to do their job for them. But they may do their job if they do it lawfully.
All right, Mr. Attorney General Rob Bonta, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.